Talking to Tony Boselli, Westwood One analyst, the former All-Pro for the Jags. I know you've talked about it, you thought about it, maybe you're trying to forget about it, but I was rooting for you for the Hall of Fame as you're a finalist once again. I don't know if you're inching closer or not, but I saw you talking to John Lynch, and although I'm trying to lip read there, I'm guessing you're discussing being Hall of Fame finalists and not getting in.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the game, coming up, and then obviously we talked about, I was his seventh year being a finalist, my fourth. Neither of us got in. Both of us were in the top 10 again. And, we just talked about, stay positive, head up, and both of us, we played against each other and we've known each other. We know the type of the players each of us were. And I looked up and I said, hey, maybe it's just meant to be, John. Next year it's in Tampa. You played most of your career in Tampa.
Ooh.
Maybe that's the year you get in, and maybe you can drag me along with you. So it's one of those things, Dan. It's frustrating. I mean, the competitor in us all, you want to be there. It's really. I don't want to say it validates your career, but it does in one sense at a higher level about kind of who you were. But I'll say this year was different for me in the sense of a number of guys I played against were the most vocal they ever were about me deserving to be in the Hall of Fame. And guys who are already in the Hall of Fame saying stuff like that. And when you're playing offensive line, think about it. There's no stats.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you and your crew there can say, hey, look at how many of this he did, or how many triple doubles he had, or how many 1,000-yard rushings or passes. There's none of that. It's a bunch of big guys just being violent with other big guys and trying to stop people from hurting your teammates. And there's no way that it's hard to measure. And so I always say the biggest compliment, and this is taking nothing away from the voters, the ultimate compliment is if they vote me in. But when guys I played against and guys who were in the Hall of Fame I played against, when they say I was the best or one of the best ever, I mean, that's pretty special. So we'll see what happens. You never know. It's one of those things, and you have a good life, good, like I said on Twitter, good life, good family, good friends. And yes, I want to be a Hall of Famer, but if it doesn't happen like it did this year, everyone's still going to love me, I think.
You're the Terrell Davis of offensive linemen.
Yeah, one of the things I am getting a little bit tired of is this, short career conversation. I'm like, wait a second. You guys put that to bed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Number one, Darrell Sayers played much fewer games than I did. He played fewer games than I did. Dwight Stevenson, offensive lineman, played fewer games than I did, who's a great center, got hurt. Terrell Davis, latest, played fewer games than I did. Kenny Easley just got in recently, played fewer games than I did. And so, what I want to say is, you can't use that anymore. Now just judge it based on the best at what I did when I played. And if I was, then to me, that's a Hall of Famer. If I wasn't, okay, then it is what it is. But the short career stuff has to go away because the precedent has been set, in my opinion.
We're celebrating next year, Tony.
I like it. I'm with it. I was disappointed this year, Dan, that I did not get the last few years. And I thought maybe it was a good thing because maybe this is what was going to get me the Hall of Fame. Like the last 3 years, I've been invited on set, the Super Bowl week to come on the show. This year, I didn't get the invite. I'm thinking maybe Dan knows something that he's not going to invite me on because I'm getting in. So I was okay with it at the time. Now I'm a little bit sad. Because I didn't get in. So it didn't help is my point. So we're going to have to figure this whole thing out.
Well, what's more disappointing, not getting the Hall of Fame or not getting invited on the show?
Yeah, that's really close. Really close. I would have to say the Hall ekes out the Dan Patrick Show just slightly.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.